It may alter and change a little bit as you get more pieces of the puzzle, but you need to set a direction for yourself, and then you need to start making a path that will get you there. You plan with the end in mind. If I want to go to Detroit, I don't head south. I begin to make choices that align with me getting to Detroit. If you want to be if you want to have your own video company, you don't go out and sell candygrams. You take steps that are in alignment with where you want to be in life, and you make appointments and you create exercises for yourself. You get up and you discipline yourself, and that's going to be one of the next steps. But you begin to create a plan that will get you to your destination. And that automatically tells you what you need to say no to. This is not, again, it's not really sophisticated stuff. How many of you know when you're going to die? So you can't tell me whether you got a day, a week, a year, 10 years, 15 years, 50 years. You really can't tell me, can you? Okay? How many of you that really believe then you have time to waste? Seriously. Well, Mark, he reminded me this morning. I think this is important. I kind of cracked on people being on Facebook all day long. God has given us tools and technology that can greatly multiply our ability to work and to reach people. And so if you have a ministry, reaching out to people through Facebook, and I'm not talking about, acting hyper-spiritual, but I'm talking about connecting with people, listening to them, answering their problems, being there. That's fantastic. But if you're just up blowing time every day, if you're out there putting your stuff out there for the whole world to see, the Bible's got a word for that. It starts with an F. It ends with an L. It has a few other letters in between. I challenge you, I want to challenge every person in this room to this. I challenge you to go through the book of Proverbs over the next 31 days. This is my challenge to you. I challenge you to make 2 lists. Wise, fool. 2 lists. 1 proverb a day for the next 31 days. I challenge you to list everything it says about a wise person. I also challenge you to listen to everything it says about a foolish person. And then I challenge you at the end of 31 days to ask yourself which person you want to be. I also challenge you to ask yourself, based upon those lists, what you need to be if you want, or what you need to do if you want to be the wise person. Because it's very clear what you have to do. How many of you guys are taking me up on that challenge? It'll change your life. That's good homework. Okay? Plan your life with the end in mind. Plan your life with the destination. Spend your money based upon the plan. Spend your time based upon the plan. This is one of these going to make some of you really mad. Build your relationships based upon the plan. The people that aren't going to get you there, spend way less time with them. Start building new relationships with people that will help you get there. I want to read from Habakkuk chapter 2. This scripture's been one of those that for me has just... I was in a meeting probably 6 or 7 years ago, and there was a black minister there, which race had nothing to do with it, but he was at this meeting, and I was preaching. And after the service, he said, "Man of God, can I prophesy over you?" I said, "Sure." You ever had one of those experiences where it seemed like somebody's reading your mail? This guy not only spoke stuff in my life that nobody could have known. Pam wasn't even in the meeting. He told me to go home and tell her stuff that was right on about where she was at in her life. And one of the things he told me is he said to write my vision down for my sons and future generations. And that became the beginning of me about, it's probably been more than 6 years, probably been almost 10 years ago. That became the beginning of me beginning to write down my books and begin to put my life into something that I could later organize. In the process right now of organizing it all on the internet. So now I've got a mentoring process that starts at beginner level and goes down to maturity level. And people will literally be able to just, depending on where they're at on the journey, just click on and begin to follow from that point on. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2, the Lord answered me and said, write the vision. Everybody say, write the vision.
Write the vision.
Make it plain on tablets. Okay, a couple things there. He's saying, write your vision down. Does that sound like a command to you?
Yep.
Write the vision down. Now, he says, make it plain. Make it plain. Don't make it complicated. Don't make it sophisticated. Make it plain. One of the things that's going to happen is you're going to get your vision in pieces. And it's very probable that those pieces will not come in the right order. So you're going to have a system of organizing those pieces in a way that makes sense. Otherwise, you're going to miss out on a lot in life. With computers, this has never been easier to do than it is today. Write the vision, make it plain on tablets, that he may run who reads it. What he's saying there is that you're not going to fulfill your vision alone. There will be other people who will sow into your vision, but they can't do it if they can't read it. It is yet for an appointed time. At the end it will speak and it will not lie. Though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. So what you need to do is you need to write your vision down, your overall vision. You need to add to it over time. You need to put it in some kind of a format so that you can put it on your computer and you can cut and paste and move it around, section by section, because you're going to be changing the order of things over time. Let me suggest to you a program that has been phenomenal for me. I never even knew that this program, I never even knew what it was. Most of you got it for free on your computer. It comes with Microsoft Office, and it's a program called OneNote. I love OneNote. It's the best life organizer I've ever seen, because it will allow you to create a series of notebooks. Within your notebooks, you can create a series of tabs. Within your tabs, you can create a series of pages. Within your pages, you can create a series of subpages. It's amazing. I mean, it's an amazing system for organizing things. OneNote. Just check it out if you haven't. Then once you get your vision down, you need to start to write life goals. And you want to develop what are called SMART goals. Okay? How many of you know that all goals are not created equally? How many of you ever set a so-called goal that you're going to lose weight and then failed to do it? Wow, nobody.
Oh.
The reason is that losing weight is not a goal. It's a wish. We're back to the land of wannabe. Okay, SMART. First, the S stands for specific. Your goal has to be very specific. Now, let's just stick with losing weight. How many pounds are you going to lose? Okay? Well, you can't answer that until you got the rest of the equation.
Oh.
Okay? The word, the M stands for measurable. It has to be measurable. How are you going to know how are you going to know when you reach your goal? You're going to measure it by scale weight. You're going to measure it by dress size. You're going to measure it with a tape measure. You're going to measure it with fat calipers. How are you going to measure whether you've been successful or not successful? The A stands for attainable. Don't set up, don't set a goal that by my high school reunion 3 weeks from now I'm going to lose 35 pounds. How many know a lot of people set themselves up for failure? It has to be attainable. The next point is it needs to be relevant. It should be a goal that is in line with your life purpose. If it's not getting you closer to the end, then why are you doing it? And then the last one is it needs to be time specific. Okay, so let's go back to, some of you said I want to lose 10 pounds, some of you said I want to lose 5 pounds. Losing 5 pounds, it's realistic that you could do that in 3 weeks. 1.5 to 2 pound weight loss in a week is not that difficult to do. So if you just want to lose 5 pounds for your class reunion, then you could do that in 3 weeks. Okay, but put a time on it. So in other words, I want to lose 20 pounds in 12 weeks. I will measure it by the scale. Okay, now is that specific? Is it time specific? Because I have to 12 weeks, but now I got to mark when am I starting and when am I ending. I got to block off this 12 weeks. Okay, and I would recommend personally, again, I'm just using weight as an example. You can use this in any area of your life. I would recommend then 3 to 4 times during that 12 weeks, check yourself. Don't do it every day because you'll fluctuate and you'll get discouraged. I don't know about you guys, but I can eat something salty and gain 3 pounds. Right? So, then one other thing that I would add to the list is find an accountability partner and make sure that you choose someone who has no problem telling you the truth. Accountability partner that's going to say, "Oh, it's okay, I understand. Could have happened to anybody." No, you need somebody who's going to get in your face and say, "Okay, why did you do that?" Okay? Then once you get your goals, you need to break your goals down into action steps. Okay? Specific action steps. What do I need to do? What are the actual things I need to do every day to achieve that goal? So if I'm going back to my goal of losing 20 pounds in 12 weeks, my action steps are A, I will not eat after 8 o'clock at night. B, I will eat 5 times a day, and it'll be a protein mixed with a carb in small measures. Okay? C, I will treadmill for 1 hour every day. D, I will go to the gym 1 hour 3 times a week. See, so you have to break it down to a very specific action plan that you can give to your accountability partner, and they'll say, "Oh, you didn't go to the gym this week. What's the reason for that?" There may be a good reason. "Oh, that's fine. I know you were out of town. It's hard, doing it on the road." Okay, let's get back to it this week. Okay? Alright? Everybody still with me? Still love me? Alright. So plan with the end in mind. Let's hit one more before we go home. 7th step, deliberate. Everybody say deliberate. Deliberate practice.